Okay, so here we are at Pine Lake, the Pine Lake Environmental Field Station of Hartwick College. You can see the lodge down there behind me. And the college has owned this place for, I don't know, a little more than 40 years. And it used to be about 1,000 acres. It's now about 600 and something acres. The college owns this lower tract down here. Right behind me is the field station. And this field station was bought with money that was given to us by the New York State Department of Education and the Department of Environmental Conservation for environmental biology studies. And what we're going to do today is we're going to walk up across Charlotte Creek Road here. There's a trail here that goes up to Mud Lake, and there are also some places we can look for salamanders. So let's go. You can see it's pretty dry out today. We're just looking for the trail. It goes off to the right, goes uphill towards the main trail. Here it is. Here's the trail. So that's what we're going to go up to the fire road. Along the way, we might find some places to look for salamanders. Oh, yeah, there's one right there. This is a little redback salamander. It's beautiful. It's great that they're out. Put the salamander back. What I do first is I put the log back and then let the salamander crawl back under on its own. Okay, here we've met up with the main fire road, and this used to be the sign-in box. It has seen better days, as you can see. So we're just going to go up this road a little ways and to a place where I know there are at least 2 or 3 different species. Okay, here's a good spot. Lots of debris to look under. So we'll just search around here a little bit, see what we find. We found a salamander right away. We're not finding him up here. Hmm. Mm-hmm. There's one. Little guy with his, he's regenerating his tail. This is a little juvenile. Put the rock back and then let him crawl under it. There's another one. Now I can't roll the log back because I might squish this little guy. So I have to pick him up. This is a lungless salamander, Plethodon cinereus, the redback salamander. It's the most abundant vertebrate here in the forest in terms of biomass, believe it or not. Little teeny guy. It's actually nice and wet under these rocks, but it's pretty cold out here today. And so this is where I'd usually find Plethodon cinereus, a slimy salamander. But I don't think today we're going to find any. We are finding some redbacks, but I'm not even finding Desmognathus. It's just too cold, I think. So a little bit, slim pickings here. I'm not too surprised we had snow on the ground this morning. So we found a few redback salamanders here. Sometimes if I come up here with a class, I can find dozens of them, as well as slimy salamanders and Desmognathus. And behind me here, the trail continues on up, and you can go up this way, and there is another trail that you take. It actually goes off to the right. It looks like to the left on this camera, but of course, but that will take you to Mud Lake. It'll also take you to Shelley Brook, where you can find big giant cannibalistic spring salamanders, Gyronophilus, but we're not going to go there today because I think it's just too cold. We're going to go back down to the lake and look for newts. Here's the lodge with the Pine Lake office in it, the headquarters. This building has been here since before Hartwick owned it, but we now have solar panels on the top, I believe. You can't really see them from this angle. And down there is the Vaudevillian. It's a dance hall, actually. Vaudevillian dancers and actors used to come up here from New York City for vacation, and they would practice and entertain locals on this dance floor over here. It's a very, it's a genuine professional style dance floor, and we've built onto the front of it. We even have composting toilets in there. So here we see Pine Lake itself. It's a kettle hole lake. Must have been made maybe, something like 15,000 years ago. I'm not sure, but it's about 12 acres, I think, in size. There are probably going to be some, there's quite a few Canada geese out there. They're building nests and mating. Okay, for this part of our adventure, we're going to need 2 pieces of equipment. We're going to need our trusty dip net, and also we will need our trusty bucket. So we're just going to dip our dip net in there and see what we come up with. There's one right in there. Oh, we got it. Let's take a look, see what it is. This one is a male. You can tell because of the enlarged hind limbs and the swollen vent. See that swollen vent there? He's trying to grab me. And wow. Yeah. Big hind legs. He uses those to grab the female. I'll show you what that looks like in another video. Males are not out. I found another male with the big hind legs, the swollen vent, which you can probably see here. Yes, and the wide tail. So anyway, in a few minutes, conditions aren't perfect, but we have 3 males, and I will now put these back into the water. And good luck to you guys. Here we are at Hemlock Swamp. I estimate that there are about 9 species at least of amphibians that actually use this swamp for breeding purposes. They come migrating from could be miles away to get to this swamp. And if the weather was better and it was in the nighttime, we would hear a lot of frogs in here right now. The wood frogs have laid their eggs already, and the peepers would still be going at it. And the salamanders have also laid their eggs already, and I'll show you what those look like in a bit. This is where the wood frogs have laid their eggs. You can see them in this mass around here. It's actually sort of been reduced considerably relative to what it was before. It actually has all come together in one mass in the center. Lots of predators have been eating them, especially newts. The newts crawl all over them and eat eggs. I'm not sure why they lay them in a big mass like this. These are wood frog eggs, but they do it, and it might actually help protect against predation, ironically enough. And we have found where the females are, one dip net, and I've got several females here. Maybe you can see how small the hind legs are compared to the male hind legs, and how small the tails are. So these females are up here. I'm not sure what they're doing up here when the males are down in the pond. There are probably males around here as well. I suspect these guys are feeding like crazy on all kinds of things, including frog eggs. They're getting ready to lay their eggs to mate. So with this hemlock swamp, you can actually there's a trail of sorts that goes back to the back of the swamp. You can go around the back edge and then along that side to get back to the main road, and then you can take that road up to the swimming area. You can see the lake is out there, and this swamp is fed by streams, or springs, I mean, and then it drains out right there into the lake. And there are also lots of newts right over in there, probably a lot of female newts. I call it the nursery right over there. But it's kind of hard to get to. This is a lot easier for me to get to anyway.